What's up YouTube? For today's video, we have a Toxtricity sweep. We're going up for the Poison and Electric type sweep today. It's a really cool Pokemon. It's like a punk rocker. It sort of like plays the guitar and stuff. It's really cool. Now, if there's a Pokemon sweep you'd like to see, leave below in the comment section of the video. I'm really trying to go for some Gen 8 strategies, so if you've got some really interesting Gen 8 strategies, leave them below. I am going for another Pokemon sweep tomorrow. I'm not sure if it will happen, but if it does, I should have a video up then. Now, I would have had a Cursola sweep up like earlier on today, but unfortunately I got 3/4 of the way through the battle and the battle ended. There's only 20 minutes in the battle, so I'm really disappointed about that because I had a super cool strategy. I don't think I'll be able to pull the strategy off within 20 minutes because you got to wait for the other person to make the moves, and you know it takes a fairly long time. Anyway, that's disappointing. I'll have to think up another strategy for that, but yeah, it was super cool. I was trying to use its special ability. Alright, this was a battle against Armax. I did a battle, as I normally do, just go into single battle and on the Y-Link there. So Armax, if you see this video, GG son. Alright, we have a Dreadnought lead. I'm starting things off with my Garbodor. So with this Garbodor, I've got Toxic and Toxic Spikes. It's important to put the Toxic Spikes down just once. I don't really need it after then. I'm not going for like, you know, massive toxic damage over time. I pretty much just want them on the field. That's for handy little strategy on my Toxtricity. Anyway, so we got a Rock Tomb here. Now, Rock Tomb's not too much problems for my Garbodor. It's very bulky, max health, max defense. However, my Toxtricity swapping it, it's not actually a very fast Pokemon at all, so I don't really want to swap it into that. So I thought hopefully I can, you know, set a couple of them up, or maybe I can go for another strategy to get around those, you know, speed drops. All right, so we got a Liquidation here from the Dreadnought. Now, I do have a couple of other Pokemon on my team to sort of like cause swaps. I got a Diglett and a Dugtrio in my team, as you guys will see. This bit, I wanted to show you guys what it actually looked like when I didn't actually cut any of the edits out in between turns. Now, in the actual Pokemon sweep, I'll be doing an edit cut every single time, right? So if you do see maybe a little choppiness in between each turn, it's the very best that I can do. Okay, so it actually gives you a clear indication that you've got 60 seconds left, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've actually shown this. Or maybe in one of my other battles I did. Anyway, so we're going to go into Dugtrio here. Dugtrio has a Focus Sash, so I knew that obviously I'd not be able to live that one. Yeah, definitely not. That would like one-shot me easy. So I got the Focus Sash there to live, and now I can go for Memento, right? Dreadnought is not a very fast Pokemon at all, and I thought this would be like encourage a swap at least, and if it did stay in, I could at least get you know, only a little bit of damage. Alright, so going for Memento there. Memento actually looks pretty dang cool, and that's going to drop the attack and special attack of the Dreadnought, mainly going for the attack there because it's a physical attacking Pokemon, and holy moly is gonna go down. So it's going to go for Ice Fang. I'm not even there, and it's going to fail. So here we go, people. We're going to send in the AC/DC. Hope you guys enjoy this sweep. Alright people, let's have a look at the strategy for Toxtricity and the members on the team. So starting things off, we have the Garbodor putting down the Toxic Spikes. Now obviously one layer of Toxic Spikes was all I really wanted. I didn't want to go for like lots and lots of toxic damage. I had it there for the Venoshock on Toxtricity. Now Venoshock was only like one part of Toxtricity's strategy. It was actually like the secondary part. We also had Toxic on there, Protect and Haze. So say if I got set up on, I could easily go for Haze. So they sort of be forced to take me out. Also I had Aftermath on there too. Not Stench. The item I had was Black Sludge Recovery, Max Health, and Max Defense. Now, Diglett and Dugtrio, both of them with the same kind of sets on them too. I had Protect on those ones too. So, like Focus Sash, Arena Trap, that just caused me to swap it in, and the opponent would either be on a negative 2 or 4 on attack, usually causing them to swap, giving me a free swap for a Shift Gear. Now, let's have a look at the main Pokemon, Toxtricity. This is a really cool build. So, we got Overdrive, which is an electric type move. It's a sound-based move too, so it's a new sound-based move. We got Venoshock, which works nicely with the Toxic Spikes on the field, doubling it in base power. We got Boom Burst, which you guys already know what Boom Burst is. It's a normal type of move. It's also a sound-based move. And we got Shift Gear. So Shift Gear is going to boost the speed by 2 stages and raise attack. Now, I'm only really using that one to base its speed. You could run it as a physical set if you wanted to, like Thunder Punch, those sort of things. But I was running a special set. As you can see, its special attack is pretty high. So I run max speed and max special attack. I actually gave this one modest nature because I had Shift Gear to make up for the speed. Now, the ability Punk Rock, if you don't know what that is, it actually boosts the power of sound-based moves. So you probably noticed I got a couple of sound-based moves on their side. Overdrive, and that was its main stab, really. Unfortunately, it didn't have any like a sound-based poison type move. I reckon Belt should be one. Like, don't you guys think Belt should be a sound-based move? Like, it's literally a burp, right? Anyway, so I went for the Venoshock. That was still pretty powerful after a special attack rise too. And of course, Boom Burst was a sound-based move too. So no substitute Pokemon could get around this. And we had the Throat Spray. If you notice, Throat Spray is a new item. What this does, right, if you use a sound-based move, it activates and boosts your special attack by 1 stage. It's like a perfect item for Toxtricity. It's like made for it. It's a very cool item too. So I could see this working on stuff like X-Cloud too, like Boom Burst X-Cloud, and then you wouldn't have to be locked into a choice spec. So that'd be like super cool, don't you think? Any strategy you think could run Throat Spray, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, during the battle, right, I Gigamaxed, and it was really cool to see the Max Guard get around that Phantom Force. So usually Phantom Force can bust through Protect, but in that instant I was actually able to get around that, which is like super cool, because if I got hit by that, you know, my Pokemon's down. That Delmize, you know, it's got a decent amount of attack, and you know, the base power of Phantom Force definitely would have taken me out. But yeah, a pretty fun battle. Hope you guys enjoy this one. I may have another Pokemon sweep up tomorrow depending on how things go, but I wish I could have got that Cursola sweep up. It would have been great. Alright people, I'll catch you tomorrow hopefully for a video, if not on Sunday. Peace out.